Here's the harsh reality. After 60, your best before date might be closer than you think. You're not Wonder Bread. Those knees might go stale on you quicker than you think. The question is, are you going to waste the years you have left doing the wrong things? Today, I'll share 10 things you need to stop doing right now if you want to actually enjoy retirement. It's your favourite Scotsman here again. After working with hundreds of Canadians, here's what I've seen. The real regrets aren't about mistakes made, but about staying stuck in the same patterns for far too long. Let's fix that and dive right into number one. Stop saving like you're 40. Unless you're socking away some massive amount of cash each month, saving at this stage isn't going to move the needle much. The hard work is likely already done. You've had decades, hopefully, of compounding doing the heavy lifting. Yes, make sure you've got enough, but don't break your back trying to squeeze out a few extra dollars. For most people, it won't make a meaningful difference. Instead, you could be actually enjoying the money you've already built. Which brings us to the other side of the coin, because if you're going to spend, it better be in what actually matters. By now, you know the difference between what's fun for 5 minutes and what's meaningful for years. The happiest retirees I know aren't holding trinkets or gadgets, they're creating memories. A new phone won't change your life. Taking the grandkids to Disney or finally booking that trip you've talked about for a decade just might though. That brings us to the one currency more valuable than money, your time. Unless you've figured out how to print it in your basement, don't do that by the way. Once it's gone, it's gone. Look, if you love your work, keep doing it. But if you're grinding out hours just to add another 1% to an already healthy nest egg, you're wasting your most valuable currency, time. At 60, every year counts. Don't spend it making money you don't actually need. The real danger isn't working too long, it's putting life on hold until it's too late. Too many people save their bucket lists for their 70s and then their health won't cooperate. Your go-go years don't last forever. Do it now while you've got the energy because nothing's guaranteed except regret if you keep waiting. And if you really want to make those experiences last, there's one thing you can't afford to ignore. I've seen millionaires who can't climb a set of stairs and folks with far less who live richer, fuller retirements because they invested in their health. Money is absolutely useless if you don't have the energy to enjoy it. Treat exercise, sleep and diet like another portfolio asset class. Of course, none of this works if your retirement plan is just a shoebox full of old bank statements. That's why I created my free retirement guide, described by some as the best they've seen on the internet. Something a bit more reliable than hope and cross fingers. You'll find a link in the pinned comment below. And it's a great starting point to start thinking about how to craft a personalised retirement plan. Alright, now we've got the serious stuff out of the way, let's talk about something a lot of people don't admit. Caring way too much about what others think. Stop living as if you're auditioning for the approval of your neighbours. At this stage, forget it. They're too busy worrying about themselves anyway. And it's not just strangers. If you've got that one toxic family member who drains the life out of you every holiday, or a friend that you don't actually like but keep around out of obligation, cut them off. Life's too short to be wasting time on people who make you feel smaller instead of bigger. Stop caring about what the in-laws and the neighbours or your golf buddy think. Start asking yourself, what do you actually want? Now, while we're on the subject of cutting out negativity, do yourself a favour and turn off the doom and gloom news. The world's not ending today, but your good mood might if you keep watching it. CNN, Fox News, CTV, whatever you watch, it's all garbage. The news was bought and paid for a long time ago, and it only exists to strike fear into you and push along whatever the agenda of the week is. You can't control what goes on in this world, but you can control whether you keep letting it into your living room. Turn it off, go for a walk, hug a loved one, phone a friend. Trust me, you'll feel better and your blood pressure will thank you too. Let's get practical again, because while you can't control world events, you can control your retirement plan. By 60, retirement isn't a distant idea. It's right around the corner, and hoping it just works out isn't really a strategy. You don't need to obsess over every market headline, but you do need a clear roadmap. Where's your income coming from? How are the taxes going to hit you? Will your money last as long as you do? The point of a retirement plan isn't charts and spreadsheets. It's giving you clarity in how to actually live your life. And speaking of actually living your life, here's a tough one. Stop planning as if you've got an unlimited supply of tomorrows. By 60, you've already seen it. Friends, family, and even co-workers who thought they had plenty of time, and then they didn't. Rationally, we all know it. Too many people still make decisions like they'll be here forever. Ask yourself, if this year was your last, what would you finally do? Who would you call? What would you say? You don't need to live every day like it's your final one, but you also can't keep putting things off like you've got endless years ahead. Do it while you can, because someday you won't be able to. And while we're on the subject of doing things while you still can, here's one that might sting a little bit. Stop bankrolling your adult children. Look, I get it. You love them. You want to help. But if your kids are 35 and still using the bank of mum and dad, that's not helping. That's handicapping. Every dollar you funnel to them is a dollar you can't use to travel, enjoy your life, or even cover your own future care. And honestly, most adult children I talk to would rather see you financially secure and happy than inherit a few extra bucks down the road. You raised them. You gave them opportunities. Now give them the sense of self-empowerment by letting them stand on their own 2 feet. Your retirement isn't a group project. Save that for the estate plan. So, there you have it. 10 things to stop doing after 60 if you actually want to enjoy retirement instead of just surviving it. Don't forget to grab my free retirement guide from the link in the pinned comment, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll want to see this next one before making any big retirement decisions.